Good afternoon, YouTube diecast enthusiasts. Okay, I got my carny case on the wall, so I wasn't planning on doing that today. Now I have to get all these Kyoshos into that case, so we're just going to blow through them real quick. This is a Toyota Altezza, known in the US as the Lexus IS, and I believe this is the IS 300 here. The lighting's not great. I just threw this little setup together as quick as I could. But anyways, Toyota Altezza, awesome little car. This thing is gorgeous. I know camera has a tough time with black cars, but this is your Bentley Continental Supersports. Just a sick car from Kyosho. These are probably the nicest 1/64 scale diecast cars you can find, in my opinion. I like them nicer than the Tomica Limited Vintage. That's just my personal preference. Those are also very nice cars. Here's the Bentley Arnage. Absolutely stunning diecast. I mean, this thing is it's just a gorgeous car. One of my favorites in my collection right here. It's just a really big, classy car from Kyosho. A couple of Subarus. We've got the Impreza, awesome little Impreza hatchback. I'm not all versed on these, but I like this one here a little bit better. You can see the detail. All lens headlights, tail lights, very realistic look. Factory paint colors. Little Volkswagen Golf. This thing is also awesome. And it's so accurate down to the side view mirror. You have the side view on the driver's side, but it did not come on the passenger side. And look at the gas cap. Just the finest of details. So well done. You also do get prototypical wheels. These cars are not cheap to purchase though, but they're worth purchasing because they're, in my opinion, the nicest diecast you can get in the scale. Here's an Audi A4. Another beautiful looking casting here. And keep in mind when you look at these cars that these are the size of Hot Wheels. Well, Aston Martin. I'm not sure the model on this one. Let's see if I can tell you here. V12 Zagato. And it's sick looking. And the color on this thing it's the perfect color because it really exaggerates the lines on the car. And it's just a sexy looking car. So, nice Aston Martin there. We'll do a couple of Mazdas. Mazda RX3. This is just a stock model. I have the Aoshima, which is a modified model, which is basically this same car with all the modifications. Both look really, really nice. But this is just an awesome little Japanese domestic. Great detail on the wheels. Here's what came along years past the RX3, the RX8. And it's another awesome looking car. The execution on these models is some of the best I've seen, if not the best I've seen, in the scale, in the 1/64 scale. I know everybody praises Auto World, and Auto World does a great job, but I don't think they're quite on the level of Kyosho. Here's a Porsche. This is, I think, one of the nicest 1/64 Porsches I've ever laid eyes on. Totally incredible. It just looks so perfect. The stance on all of these cars is spot on. Never any issues with that. Here we have Mercedes-Benz. I think it's a C-Class. Another sick car from Kyosho. There's your front end. Just so nice looking. Another Mercedes. This is the Gwagen. These things have climbed in price a ton since I bought these. I got this one and the white one, and I paid $25 shipped for both. And I think they're going for 25 to 30 bucks a pop now. I traded away the white one, or I traded it or sold it. I don't remember. But this thing is so sick. It's, you know, being a collector of 1/64 detailed 4x4s, this is definitely one of the nicer 1/64 off-road vehicles that I have. The Gwagen. And then now we'll get into all of the Nissans. These are all Skylines, with the exception of one. I'll show that one first. This is a GTR. A lot of people confuse the GTR with the Skyline. It is not a true Skyline. But here's your R35. And it is sick looking. The only nicer GTR in the scale that I have seen is the Tomica Limited Vintage, which I have that one as well. That one will also be going into the case. So that's a really cool car there. And I'll go, I guess, in age of when they came out, starting with this. This is a Japan Skyline. It's a 2000 Turbo GT ES. This was one of my favorite body styles of the Skyline, the old Japan Skylines. It was one of the last Skylines that had the surf line until they went back to the R32. But just a late 70s, early 80s, and a really cool look to it. Konami did a really nice job on this casting as well. The next one would be this one here, which is a 2000 Turbo RSX. I like this one a lot too. I've had a lot of people hit me up trying to get this one off of me, and I don't think I want to part with it. I love this car. The wheels and tires look killer. Just the car, the whole car just looks killer. Just a sick Skyline. And then after that would be this one here, the 2000 GTSX, and I think this was the last one without the surf line. And then they went back to the R31. It was either the 31 or 32 that had where they went back to the surf line. But this thing is also sick. Sick detail, prototypical wheels, just an awesome looking car. And then the next one, as far as what I have, would be the R33, which I have in black, so may not show up very well. But Kyosho absolutely smashed the R32, R33, and R34. They all look incredible. So there's your R33. And then the last one to show is the R34. And this one is definitely nice. It's a great color. Great casting. So Kyosho is definitely, I think, if you're into detailed import castings, obviously Tomoko Limited Vintage. But I think the reason I put Kyosho ahead of Tomoko Limited Vintage is because of the tooling catalog. TLV focuses more on nostalgic cars, classic cars, whereas Kyosho is more mid-modern. But they don't compromise any of the detail quality. So anyways, there they are. They're all about to go into the case. Kyosho, got the Gwagen over here. Now really quick, not to show off my house on the internet, but I will show you guys as I've been working to unpack the living room. Carney case is up. I haven't put the cover on it yet because obviously I want to get it filled up first. So it's just all green machines, and then a couple of white lightnings, some ultra reds, and then those are a few Johnny Lightnings, just my favorite Johnny Lightning castings, the 81 Malibus, as well as the General Lee's, the Ecto, and the Time Machine. And then everything below that's going to be Kyosho and Konami. There's a couple other Skylines I should have showed in this video. I will get those out for another video. So that's where I'm at. And then I have this cabinet. Somebody was asking how I display my cars. I'm just working on getting them all unpacked. But this, I think it's like 74 inches tall. So I use this cabinet, and now I have the Carney case, and I have a couple other means of displaying. This IKEA case was commandeered by my wife, which I'm okay with because I still put a lot of my stuff in there, just some vinyl figures and stuff like that, but there's some other stuff. So that's it. There's all the stuff that's got to come out. A lot of green light, a lot of Johnny Lightning, and just boxes full of stuff that needs to be unpacked. So I got that Carney case up, and I got this put together just so that I have some places to put these cars. So anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I'm not sure if I'll be back later or not, but it does feel good to have this thing on the wall. So anyways, I will holler at the next video.